All right, here's another one that came in via email. Doctor, I just want to tell you your podcast and information is fantastic. For some reason, I never caught wind of your podcast until recently. And I've been working backwards and I'm down to number 115. They're all superb and I appreciate everything you do. While driving to the hospital today, I heard you said something that puzzled me. If you can please elaborate, because I'm not sure it made sense to me. You indicated you don't prefer low-cost S&P 500 index funds like VOO. You favor only the total market index funds like VTI. Please explain. Well, there's not a lot of difference, right? If you look at the correlation between a 500 index fund and a total stock market index fund, it's like 0.99. They're almost the same fund. But if you have to choose between them, I prefer a total stock market index fund for a few reasons. One, it includes more stocks. It includes 3,000 or 4,000 stocks instead of 500. So it's a broader index. It's a broader representation of the U.S. stock market than the 500 index is. So that's reason number one. Reason number two is in some ways the 500 index is actively managed. A lot of people were surprised to find out this year that Tesla is not in the S&P 500 index, despite being a very large company in the United States. It's not in there. Maybe it'll be added soon, but it's not. And so there's a little bit of active management in deciding which stocks go into that fund and which ones do not. And there's a committee that decides that. It's supposed to be representative of the overall U.S. market. It's mostly large cap stocks, but it is not just the 500 largest stocks in the U.S. The third thing is some people front run the S&P 500. So as stocks are added to it, they literally buy it before the index funds have to buy it. And so that produces a very minimal drag on returns when you use an S&P 500 index fund. So as a general rule, if you have the choice, use a total stock market index fund. That's aside from the point that it has more small and mid-cap stocks, which in the long run generally have higher returns. But it's just a little bit more tax efficient. It doesn't get front run. It's more diversified. It's a better fund. But how much better? Well, not very much. Like I said, the correlation is 0.99 between them. If you want your questions answered by the White Coat Investor, record your question at whitecoatinvestor.com/YQA or click the link in the description.